Job 25, here we have Bildad's third speech. And at the end of all this, God is going to say to Bildad, along with all the friends, you didn't speak about me what was right. Well, Bildad's line here is, look, God is so great. How then can man be just with God? Or how can he, who is born of a woman, be clean? So God is so holy, so righteous, and we're so pathetic down here, we can never be just with God. But he didn't speak what was right. Job engages with this comment of Bildad's, and he works it out and says, yeah, God is great, that's true. And we are sinners, yes, we are sinners. So, yeah, how can man be just with God? How can he who is born of a woman be clean? Yeah. And he is driven really by his suffering and his intellectual suffering actually to understand the Christian gospel, although the Lord Jesus didn't exist at this point. He comes to understand what Paul explains to us in the New Testament, that if we believe in the Lord Jesus, who was born of a woman, who did have our nature but did not sin, then if we're identified with him in faith and baptism, then we are counted as right with God. We are justified with God. How can a man be just with God? Well, Paul's answer is through the Lord Jesus, who was born of a woman, of our nature. So it is through suffering and experience of life and engaging with the misjudgments and the wrong statements of other people, including those like Bildad, who was one of the sons of God, one of the believers. It's through all that engagement with what is wrong and our own struggle with life that we come to actually appreciate the Spirit of Christ. Now, how can a man be just with God? He who is born of a woman, how can he be clean? Those words are quoted by Paul in Galatians, where he says, when the fullness of the time was come, God sent forth his Son, born of a woman, quoting from here, born under the law, so that we might be saved, so that we might be justified. So yes, man who is born of a woman can be clean. The Lord Jesus was. We actually sin. The reality on the ground is that we sin. Okay, so identify with the one who was born of a woman, who is clean, through all that you're going through. Your intellectual struggles, your struggles with the fact you're misunderstood and misjudged, your physical struggles, loss of family, loss of wealth, loss of perspective, loss of health, everything. It is all to bring us to this wonderful truth that I can and am just with God through the Lord Jesus.